Hi, what's happening? This is Sammy from Sammitized and the Just Sammitize It video series. And the thing I hate the most, and this is not a commercial, I'll show you the receipt if I need to. I paid for everything off of Amazon. If they want to give me a sponsorship, if they like my video, great. I don't care. But the basically what I'm just tired of this wad of key business, and I took all my keys off of this thing because I just can't stand it anymore. Especially now, I had gotten a different vehicle, and I've upgraded myself. I guess moved myself up to the the 22nd century with the push button start type deal, where you don't need a key to get your car started or your fob. Even you just put in your pocket. It reads it automatically, to open a door, everything. So it never has to leave your pocket. Well, when you have a pile of keys, you always have this lump o keys in your pocket. And I wanted to try to find a resolution to that. And what I found was this company called KeySmart. Now, you look up KeySmart on YouTube, or YouTube. You look up KeySmart on Amazon, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They've got everything from any price bracket, from like what here I got one here. Like, for instance, we have this one called the Flex, okay, and it hides your keys, makes them all nice and orderly. So basically, all you do is you just take the two screws out, and you put the keys, literally slide in and out. Kind of like a Swiss Army knife is basically what they've made, that you can customize yourself. And they've got all sorts of high-tech ones that have Apple, you could, that one's like $9, okay, and it holds like 8 keys. And you can, they got expansion screw kits where you can put up to 14 keys and all this kind of jazz if that's what you need, or some trinkets with it, and we'll get into that later. But so they have like the iPro, and then they have the KeySmart Max for like your Android guys. And then they also have these things called smart cards, where you can put it has a little card that you put in your wallet. So that way, when you think you've lost your wallet, you can find it. Or somebody tries to steal it, whatever the case may be. And it has wireless charging, which is kind of cool. But we're not going to get into that today. Okay, what I'm going to get into today is the KeySmart key set. I just want to get rid of this and make this better. Okay, I keep this crazy little key doodad on there. Okay, a little knife, and everybody should have a little knife, especially if you're just like I use it just so I can open boxes at work. When we get a package in, or we got, I'm an IT guy by trade, so I'm opening up boxes for computers and monitors and stuff like that. And you don't need the big old, Crocodile Dundee shit going on. No, all you need is a little bitty knife, okay, just to open up things when you need to. Well, so I have that, and I have 2 keys because I don't like to keep the rest of my keys on there, because then you have this big weight on your key fob all the time. When I used to have the key in the ignition, a lot of people don't realize, but weight on your ignition, and that thing running around and vibrating and moving left and right, actually puts wear and tear on your key, on your ignition system as well, which could be costly depending on if you know how to work on your own car or not. And so I wanted to try to eliminate this. So I got creative. I like to get creative. I don't like to spend a lot of money either. So I thought, this is a cool thing. Maybe we can talk about it now. Amazon sells them. So if you want to buy them for other people in your family, for presents, whatever, hey, it's kind of a cool gift. It's a thoughtful gift is the way I look at it. So without any ado, let me move on to the other camera, and it's just going to show you kind of what I've bought so far, okay, to make my little project. Basically, I have a knife, right? That I need to open boxes, but I really don't need a knife. I just need a box cutter or something to open boxes with. One of the things that I always have a problem with is that computers these days aren't real super fancy dancy in the business world. They're small. They might have one or two screws. You might have to loosen a Phillips head screw or a regular screw once in a blue moon, but nothing extravagant. So, and I'm always like, somebody asks me to look at something, I can't open it up. So what do? I have to run back out to my car, grab a screwdriver or something to that effect as well. So these are things I wanted to resolve by doing this little project I got. So without further ado, let's move on to the KeySmart system that I bought for myself. Okay, so we're dealing with the KeySmart system. Okay, KeySmart system is pretty simple, and this is the Flex model. It basically comes with stainless hardware, so it doesn't rust. Flexible plastic, which is like polypropylene or whatever they call it, and it holds up to 8 keys. Easy assemble, like I told you before. Now this is like a $10 item, the Flex is, but I went a little more high dollar and went to the carbon fiber one. Yes, carbon fiber, and it's real carbon fiber. It's not, we're not talking like plastic wrapped like carbon fiber. It's carbon fiber. Holds up, and this also came with a free expansion pack of the 14 keys. And it has a attachment for the car fob, which we'll get into in a couple minutes. One thing I wanted to fix was this knife issue. And one of the things that I seen was the multi-tool. Okay, the multi-tool has a flathead screwdriver, box cutter, fits inside the keychain, and Phillips head screwdriver, made out of stainless steel, pry bar, I don't know about all that. I think the only thing I could see it prying is like maybe one of these in between these so you can get the screws in easier, right? So, with that being said, let's move on to the other piece of this, which is I don't want the fob and the keys to, if I want to use that multi-tool, I bought this thing called the Mag Connect Pro as well. Now what this is kind of cool because it slips out, but it also has a magnet in there, so it kind of, keeps it together so it doesn't slide side to side when it's in your pocket, but it holds up to 20 pounds. So that way, they have one that's just a Mag Connect, that's a magnet, but I wanted to be assured that I wasn't going to lose my keys off my fob because it got pulled apart for a little bit. So this is the Mag Connect, and we'll put all this together in a minute. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the key organizer out. Now the compact key organizer is pretty cool, the carbon fiber one, because it is literally carbon fiber. It's very light, but it's very durable. I mean, it's a lot tougher than it looks. I was a little nervous when I first looked at it, but it's really badass because it's actually carbon fiber, and you can see, if you put the light just right, you can actually see the carbon fiber on both sides of it. It's made of carbon fiber. And then here's the little expansion pack. Basically, all the expansion pack is a set of screws that are just a little bit longer than the original ones, so you can put more than your 8 keys on there at a time. Now, to take this apart, ironically, I'm going to take a key and just loosen up the screws on both sides. Actually, better yet, I'll use my new multi-tool. So, we take the screws out, which is cool. It must have some kind of locking mechanism in there because it has like a little bit of tension back on it when you when you're unscrewing it. So basically, we unscrew the screw. Now we've released the hounds. It has little washers for your stuff. That's what those little doodads are. Then there's that hook that we talked about for the mag connect. So let's take that mag connect and we'll use our little tool again, because that spring is awfully tight. Use the mag connect. To literally lock that piece in. Then we'll take our grandiose set of keys, put them to the side. And again, use our little quote unquote pry bar to add one said fob to this. And now you've got that piece of it. So I have so in this whole system, I have a few keys. Now we don't need this on here. So what I'm going to do, take our keys and since maybe we'll stagger them a little bit. So we'll put a washer in first, a key, a washer, and another key. Okay. On the other side, actually, I'm going to put a key, and I'm going to put our quick disconnect little fob piece on this side, like so, because I only have 3 keys. Okay. So we'll take our little tool. Unscrew it. Again. Keep one on there. Okay. Kind of cool. Look, you can see how it's all carbon fiber all the way through. Pretty neat. Okay, so now we'll put our little washer on this side. There we go. Screw. Now we just have to take said washers, said screw, and screw it together. Again, we're not putting that in there yet, so and there we go. Now, tighten this up. Look, it even has it so we can. Okay, so now we've got half of our deal going here. Okay, now we go to the other side. Washer. This one's going to get a little more tricky because we're going to go ahead and put our key. So they sit like that. Another washer. Another key. And then we're going to put our little fobby do that in there as well. Like so. Now again, I'm not sponsored by this company or anything. So for them to, I'm not getting paid to show you their key thing. But that's pretty cool, man. Now you have a nice little organized set. Now the cool thing is it has the extra washers in case you had more keys, which is kind of cool. Put them in your little packet for later with the expansion pack. But, I mean, you can use anything to tighten it up with afterwards. As seen, if I had a screw, I literally had a spoon sitting there. There you go. So now you have your keys. And they don't flop out easy either. That's kind of cool. But what makes this nice is that you can take it off your, you can put your, you have your fob together. And this kind of resolves what I was talking about. It's like, here you go. You have a key, hey, you need to use a screwdriver. Okay. Take this off your fob. Now you have your Phillips. Oh, you need a regular. Well, you flip this open like so. Pull out your keys here. You flip this out. Now you have your box cutter. Let's try out the box cutter. Let's see, do I have a box? I have a box. So say I have a box, like so, and it opens it up without any issues. That's kind of cool, the way I look at it. So, now that you guys see how it actually works, we went from a big pile of things and a junky old knife to a nice clean version of this where you need a screwdriver. You just slip this off. Now you got your Phillips head screwdriver right there. You flip it open. You have your regular screwdriver right there. And then you also have your box cutter, as we've shown you before. That just goes right in and cuts the thing right off. So, with that being said, I think that's a win. Now again, if you still feel the need that you need a knife, now that's, some people like to have a knife. I mean, it's just the way it is. Okay? If you still think you need a knife, they have an accessory kit that's pretty neat. Okay? And we can, so look how nice and clean that is too. So you just need a key. You just pull it out. Boom. Bob's your uncle. Got your key. So anyway. So with that being said, let's go, the KeySmart system. We'll see how it goes. I mean, like I said, they're not paying me for this. They're just I bought the pieces. I thought I'd get some Christmas gifts for people in my family, and I thought it was a sensible gift. And I seen some guy with the actual key piece before, and I thought, wow, that'd be pretty kind of nifty, So, and they, like I said, they get really elaborate. The ones that you've seen in here with the one, like mine is like, it was like $14 with $15 with the carbon fiber and the extra kit. And what people don't realize is that the carbon fiber and the extra screws and stuff in the $14 kit, actually they make these combos and you can save money, because to buy the screw kit by itself, because it's stainless steel, they charge you a few dollars for it. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty nifty. In fact, let's go and I'll show you. I mean, they got literally an unlimited amount of different things that you can basically get for this. Like, here's the accessories. They have other tools as well. They have air clips. They have different types of these adapters. They have the smart card I talked about before, And then like under the accessories, see, there's the original Mag Connect there, but I wanted to have a little extra security, so it has the slide on it. For an extra $2, it's worth it. And then they have the little disconnect if you don't want to even go that far. But they've got crazy shit like a corkscrew, the dangler they call it, for hooking it on your belt, pocket clips. They have key blanks that work with other things. They're super light. They have styluses. This is that mini knife I was discussing. And the other thing, if you still needed a knife, this has a deep pocket clip. They have a 3.0 memory stick, but I don't know. Those I just don't see I don't see, they always get bigger and bigger and bigger. Like they're doing them for $8 now because they're only like 64 meg. But it gives you a 64 meg memory chip on your keys. That's not too bad. But, safe blade. Pliers. I'm not sure about the pliers. I think that's a little overkill. But ruler, file, all sorts of different stuff here that they can, that go with it, or and whatever. So that's basically the end of my little thing. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe for us. We need as much help as we can get. We're only at like 500 subscribers right now, and we'd love to have you as but we do some funny stuff as well. Podcasts on Saturday nights, and little shorts throughout the week. We see something funny, we go ahead and throw it in. But anyway, talk about cars, everything. We talk about cars and everything except for politics, and don't want to get into all that in sports. So, but yeah, please come back and see us again if you like. Have a good day. And until next time, GFG, we gotta effing go.